It's a lot of information.
Absolutely.
It's not being taught. But speak to what it's like to have access to hiring partners and being able to see those people that you want to be like.
Again, for me, I'm on this side, but it's you can't. It's hard to measure because it's the access to the information. So if I just take my small, and I just say from an overall size of the entity here,
Yep.
my small experiences can be huge for somebody else. The fact that I don't belittle it, right? The fact that I started in a company and I purchased a company and I spun off a company and I'm running a product company. We've got employees and HR and we do taxes and finance. And I'm freely willing to open that to any. Just come and ask me. Just come and talk to me. So if you can put somebody like me and multiply me by all the Consult Lemonade partners, and then just say, here you go, Consult Lemonade consumers. Here's your library of knowledge and people. That's access. What would you do?
Wow.
If you had that access. And then my question to you is, if that was in front of you and you didn't do anything, then why?
Wow.
Why didn't you do it? Consult Lemonade went and got this. It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Why? You don't have to get the books for dummies. You don't have to go out and buy the 21 days networking. They just say, come here and ask the questions.
Wow. Listen, it's not too many times that you can shut me up. But that was a really good answer of like truth. If you're talking to somebody who worked in a company, saw fit to buy the company, started another spin-off company. We're talking about 50 Cent. This is what 50 Cent do. He was an actor. He started a joint, then he did a spin-off, and then, and now you have a product of it. And you have access to say, how did you do that? And you like not saying nothing? When you have all, and this is one of 50 partners that we have, right?
Exactly.
It's like, you can ask all of these questions.
Absolutely.
And you're praying and crying about there's no jobs or there's no opportunities, and you have this access. What do you do with it? And then you want me to believe you really want it.
It poses the question of, if it's in front of you, have you used the resources in front of you? And really, this isn't about me.
Yeah.
It's about all the partners that you then have access to. It's about all the information that you have access to, from financial literacy to tech to HR to government contracting. I'm just naming some of the partners that I know you guys bring in here.
Yeah.
Things are tight, absolutely 100%. When it gets tight, then you got to get tighter. Reach out to those partners. It's there. It's here. So again,
when
for me,
it gets tight, you got to get tighter.
You got to get tighter. So again, for me, I'm reading from my own manual of I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Things got tight. I had to get tighter. I had to go in those days.
Yeah.
I had to go get books and read books and just walk around and understand and figure it out and make it work. I didn't have a Consult Lemonade that says go just ask those cats right there.
Wow.
It's not to my knowledge. So,
No, that's, one of the things I do believe, is we, underestimate our influence, right? And so if we underestimate our influence, we really don't appreciate when someone else has it, right? And so it's kind of hard for us to benefit or eat from it. And what you're saying is there's so many different avenues for us to find out what nowadays.
Sure.
Now, to be truthfully honest, it's information overload, right?
Yep.
And so there's a bunch of information out there, right information, good information, bad information, wrong information.
Yep.
But what do you do when there's so much information and you're not knowing where and what to go after?
You go to a trusted resource and you have them point the way. And I want to say this too. The information of my experiences are not superpowers. They're not something because I was so great. I got the information from other people, other places, other sources. Wasn't all just one source. There were bits and pieces all over the place.
Got it.
So that is the other reason why I'm just freely open to just sharing it, because it wasn't my information in the first place.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
So at the point where you've got to figure out where the information is coming from or how to gauge the information, you go back to, again, in my mind, you go back to what you believe is a trusted source to then validate the information that's coming out. What does that look like, sound like? Wally, can I trust this guy here? Yep, that guy's legit. Good. I got an information source because the guy that I trusted told me that that guy's good to go. So now I can move. Now I can move forward.
Wow. I think that's a very good point, because in the days time of not knowing, right? Like, everything begins with belief. You believe something, right? And so if you do not know, you should go to someone you do know.
That's absolutely right.
That might know more than what you know.
Absolutely right.
Right? And it yields the trust factor, right? We believe, we're the bridge to, bridge the gap, right? Trust and access. So we might have access to you people and might have the trust to the people. We might have trust to you and might have access. So we're the ones that you got to go through and say, you know what? Here's an opportunity, right? I think it's very important, because a lot of times we make decisions from the wrong place.
Right.
And so we don't lean on trusted resources. Why? Because we don't even know we can go to trusted resources, because we somehow feel as though we're not resourceful. What do we do with anything else? Hey, ask somebody, what do you know? And so I think it goes beyond saying you should tap into somebody that you trust. But most importantly, being able to have someone you can trust that can lead you to the right direction. What do you think we should be doing in today's climate to prioritize, or what should we prioritize in the next, say, 6 months?
We who?
We as a people, we as candidates, we as the ones that we say we want more from our lives.
So this is going to sound really weird, especially coming from the tech guy. But I'll tell you a really quick story first. I've got a marketing branding friend who we connect up every now and then. And she said to me a couple days ago, using social media for business interactions is dead. She said, social media is dead. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, due to, again, here's the AI coming up again, due to kind of AI basically slamming social media with automated posts, automated texts, automated emails, automated videos, deep fakes. People are pulling back because you don't know what's real anymore. You can't tell what's fake and what's real. I've got another friend who used to post LinkedIn posts, and he was diligent about posting 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. He is now getting labeled as an AI abuser because people don't believe that it's actually him posting it because they can only assume that it's AI. With that said, so people are pulling back. With that said, this kind of goes back to what I started with, is that we've got to build on the relationships. What's actually real? What can we touch? What can we feel? Who did you hear that from? Can you trust that person? Because you can't trust what's online anymore. You just can't, even if it looks like the guy you thought you knew yesterday. Unless you know for sure, you don't know.
It is the most important thing that we have to offer now, which is trust. The most important thing.
100%.
Because it has to be verified. In the world of cybersecurity, in the world of access, in the world of everything, it's just too sensitive to not know. And how do you do the opposite? You make sure. So yes, social media is social media. Yes, we can reach more people, but do we really want to reach more people? or do we want to reach the ones we're supposed to reach?
Right.
And so I'm 100% with you on, and I don't mind saying words, so I'm okay with like, oh, y'all late. Like, you really got to have human interaction. Like, the only thing that's going to separate AI in today's world is the ones that you actually know and trust.
Yep.
And who do you know or trust? A lot of people. So make sure you are real.
That's right. Employers are moving back to in-person interviews, right? Whereas before, folks, we had moved away from that. People were hiring on Zoom because it was good enough. People can't do that anymore. You just don't. I had another conversation with somebody last week. They were interviewing somebody, and you could tell that something wasn't right. Question, 2-second delay, perfect answer came after that.
Wow.
Brought them in for an interview, couldn't answer any of the questions.
So if I'm hearing it the way I spin it, if I'm hearing it correctly, there's no better time to be yourself than now.
That's right.
Not to be afraid of AI, because AI can't do what you do.
Okay, AI can't do what you do. So you have to, and again, back to what we were talking about before. If you don't know how to sell yourself, talk about yourself, speak about yourself comfortably, come on.
Yeah.
Work on that then.
Yeah, Consult Lemonade, we can help you.
Right. Come work on that.
Wow.
And then back to your point, then it's trust and access.
Wow. That's important, man. Yeah, all right. I think we hit a couple different points. Is there something that you would like to lead the people, or in today's search for a new job? You gave us a lot. You gave us priority of be okay with being yourself, prioritizing, not focusing so much on being afraid of AI, but learn on how to sell yourself more, work on it, get around trusted people, trust the people that you're around, or get some new people.
Right.
Continue to work on yourself, know your resume, but most importantly, what do you think about telling your story, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. As I was listening to you, what popped in my head is I was going to say, what's your ask, right? Is when somebody asks you how you can help, because that's how I always end. I always, whenever I'm either talking about myself or somebody asks me a question, my follow-up question to them is, how can I help, right? That's how I was left with Tierra. How can I help? So what I would say to you is, what's your ask? So if I said to Tierra, how can I help? And she didn't have an answer for me, right? Lost opportunity. If somebody comes and asks you, what is it that you need? You should have an answer to that. If somebody says to you, what is it that you're looking for in a job? You should have an answer. If somebody says, where would you like to work?
Wow.
You should have an answer. If somebody says, who can I introduce you to?
Wow.
What's your ask? So that when somebody asks you that, you should have a really clear answer on what that is, and everybody should know. I'll give you one last story.
God.
I am a proud TEDCO recipient.
Yes, sir. Yes. TEDCO.
Yes.
We are. Hey, TEDCO, you in it there?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
But for a while, I was upset at TEDCO because TEDCO was taking a long time to process my application. Right. A lot of things happened. I ended up flipping the script, and Consult Lemonade was a part of that mind shift for me.
Wow.
To the point where everyone that I was in contact with knew exactly that I was looking to close a deal with TEDCO.
Wow.
I was home one day, 6:30 evening, playing with my kid, football, and I got a call.
Yeah.
I got a call from somebody who was in this building at the time and said, hey, Nigel, I don't know if you know, TEDCO's in the building.
Oh, wow.
They're doing an event.
Yeah.
Just thought you should know. I have no idea if it. Just thought you should know.
Yeah. Wow.
And I left, and I came in, and I met a couple of people, which actually changed the trajectory of my applications.
Wow.
The point of the story is not about TEDCO. The point of the story is, do people know what your ask is? At that time, that was my ask.
That is outstanding. I mean, I'm huge on, bro, they don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
How can I sell you?
Right.
I don't even know what you're doing. You were sold because you made sure people knew what you were trying to buy. That is outstanding story.
100%.
If you enjoyed that last clip, check out these videos, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that bell for notifications. We don't want you to miss a beat.